Greetings. This is William Reed, and today I'm going to introduce the Mandala Chart Nanba version. But before that, I'd like to ask, have you ever struggled with how to absorb a large amount of content, or even to create a large amount of content? I know I have. Being a university professor, I found that it was difficult. You had to write these long, lengthy syllabi, and in the syllabus, you had to put the details of everything you're going to do every single class. It was quite difficult, but I managed to get through it by using what is known as the Mandala chart, which is a 3x3 matrix, and each of the boxes in the 9 squares has a letter, A through H. And when you click on that, you go to the lower level, and you have 1 through 8. I'm just going to give you a brief illustration of how that works. Okay, this is something that I created for my calligraphy and kanji culture course. This is a file that I share with students, and you see it has 8 modules: concentration, mastery, balance, creativity, memory, mindfulness, appreciation, and connection. And each one of those, when you click on it, goes down to a lower level, and these have titles but no content filled in. That's for the students to do. And not only did this enable me to develop the syllabus and the entire schedule for a 3-month course, but when it comes back then with students having filled it in, it looks like this. You can see they've filled in different notes, and then from those notes, they're able to write papers, and it's a total of 64 boxes of content, which is really quite a lot. But they managed to really stay on top of it very nicely. So this is something that I have been using very effectively. And then I also teach a course in Nanba, and it came to my attention that Kuramochi Makoto-san, who's created the MandalaChart.com brilliant website where all of this is possible, platform. And he said, let's make a premium mandala section. Okay, what does premium mandala mean? Well, the mandala chart is something that you can view online like this, or you can download and then work with it on your smartphone or on your desktop or your iPad or tablet, whatever. It's very, very convenient. So I thought, why not organize a Nanba diary? Because actually there are 5 parts to the Nanba curriculum. Many people are familiar with Nanba in Japan anyway, through something called Nanba Walking. I'm going to unshare for a moment. So Nanba Walking, this is a magazine called Gekkan Hiden, and I was on the cover of this featuring what is sometimes called the Samurai Walk. And there was a video that went along with this. It received over 1 million views, and which is quite amazing. And of course, the television media looking for new content picked up on it on YouTube, and they contacted me and asked me to be in a historic reenactment of something called Chugoku Ogaishi, which is where right after Oda Nobunaga was betrayed and killed at the Honnoji Temple, his number 2 assistant, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, led 20,000 samurai over a path in just 2 days of 100 kilometers, crossing 2 mountain paths. Well, the modern historians look at this and they say, oh, they just exaggerated. They couldn't have done that. They probably went by horse. Yeah, where are you going to get 20,000 horses for one? But this program, it's been aired for almost 40 years. It's very well known in Japan, and they wanted to test it out. So they had a famous guy who's often on television. He was going to be sort of the person to test it, but they asked me to come along as the coach of Nanba Walking, as this is the way the samurai walked. And we did it, and walking 10, 12 hours a day, but it was definitely possible, and we absolutely proved it. Well, after that, it was a series of things that led to a DVD on Nanba, Introduction to Nanba Techniques, and articles and books and the like in Japanese. But I've also created some parallel content in English, which I will then briefly share. Let's see, if you go to my website, and this is linked on the Mandala chart, there's a link to this page, and you see there's an app for Nanba walking, which you can find out about here. I wrote an article in this magazine from South Africa called Nanba Walking Lessons in Leadership, which you can download here. And then here is the English version of the Nanba Walking YouTube video, the Japanese version, the cover, the title cover that I just showed you, the DVD, and another 2 videos on Nanba. Those are in Japanese. And I did 2 TEDx talks, one in Norway, which you see here, that was done in English, and this one in Japan, which was done in Japanese, but with English subtitles, which is kind of fun. So what you do is you go to this Premium Mandala page, and this has a description of the 5 pillars, if you will, of Nanba. There's the Nanba balance exercises, 12 exercises in 3 minutes to untwist and reconnect your body. Nanba flow movements, 7 exercises in 7 minutes to energize your body and get into flow. Now, wouldn't that be nice to be able to, I don't know about you, but when you get busy, you tend to get all twisted up and blocked in various ways, physically, mentally, maybe in your career. And wouldn't it be nice to have a simple set of exercises that can untwist you and regenerate your energy? Well, that's exactly what you get here. Now, you don't get this in the mandala, but you get it in the app, for example, and the other things that I just showed you. The Nanba walking, there's quite a bit online with the videos that I showed you. Walking in a natural and graceful way, moving with a presence like a samurai. So Samurai Walk is actually even the name of my website. Then Nanba self-care, which is individual and paired exercises to untwist and relax your body, release tension, and improve your performance. Let me give you a couple of examples. I don't know how well do you sleep at night, for example. I asked this question of students, and most of them don't sleep very well. They toss and turn. They're up till 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and then they oversleep, and they just don't have a regular schedule. So I said, okay, let me ask you another question. Show me what posture you're in when you go to bed and you're getting ready to go to sleep. And almost all of them, like the arms are folded, their legs are crossed, and sometimes they're on their side, and they're all twisted up like a pretzel. And I said, well, no wonder you're not going to be able to sleep deeply if you do that. So I showed them some Nanba exercises for untwisting the body, and then they learn to sleep on their back with their arms out and legs apart and completely relaxed. And so then I asked them, so how are you sleeping these days? Like a baby, which is nice to hear, because then they're refreshed, they're not late for class in the morning, and it makes a big difference. Another group of people that I often work with is musicians. Now, if you know any professional musicians, you probably, if they are willing to admit it, you realize that they have all kinds of physical injuries, from tendonitis to shoulder stiffness. It's basically repetitive stress injury. And if you think about it, to become a professional musician, you have to practice 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and often in the same posture, doing the same kind of repeated movements, and they don't really unset or reset. And so, of course, you're going to get into a position where your body becomes sort of a slave to the instrument, and then it actually affects the performance. They can't play as smoothly because their tendons are all tightened up and everything. So I work with them as well with these exercises, individual and paired, which are explained in the app, but not here. But the last part is the Nanba diary. So Nanba is not just exercises. It's not just a way of walking. It's not just rehabilitation or self-care, but it's also a way of thinking. So along with my teacher, Yano Tatsuhiko, we created a set of 30 mandala, 30 windows of wisdom on the Nanba content. And they're divided into 3 pillars. And so we have here 30 windows to wisdom. And you can then actually look at these and you'll see their questions. I'm going to take you through one of them. I'll unshare for a moment. and then pull that up on the screen. And so, yeah, let's look at, there are 3 that are available in this section for free that you can use, and they're the top file of each of the 3 pillars. So that they are specifically enjoy your mind, enjoy your body, and enjoy your life. So I'm going to show you enjoy your mind. Let me share my screen again. Okay. So what you have in this is 8 questions or double sort of questions and comments to get you reflecting on. Remember, this is the pillar for the mind. So enjoy your mind. Are you laughing from the bottom of your heart? That's a really good question, actually. Many adults don't laugh nearly as much as children, and when they laugh, they tend to laugh through their face, through their nose, or just through their throat, and not through their belly or their entire body. Or this B question, do you look at the sky? This is a really good question to ask yourself. If you observe other people, you see most people now looking down at their cell phone as they walk, or even when they don't have anything in their hands, they're still looking down as they walk, which is not too safe. But it also means that they are not looking at the sky. Now, kids, they look at the sky all the time. They're always, oh, look, that cloud looks like a whale, or looks like a pirate, or they're constantly having fun with clouds. So I ask people, because this can be used for coaching another person as well as coaching yourself. I said, do you look at the sky? And they said, well, not that often. And when you do look at the sky, what do you see? So typical answer would be clouds, birds, the sun, the moon, maybe occasionally an airplane. And I say, is there anything else you can see? Well, at night you can see stars. Is there anything else you can see? I just keep asking the question. And if you really pursue that, you realize that when you look at the sky, you see everything. You see the entire universe. If you can look at the sky for 24 hours, you do get to see the entire universe in all directions. And so it's infinite potential. And the word for sky in Japanese, sora, is also pronounced ku, or empty. It's a kind of a Buddhist connotation there. So it's empty in the sense of void or infinite potential. So what do you feel when you look at the sky? Well, people feel happy or released, or kind of broaden their view, or take their mind off of small things. So anyway, it's a very good habit to get into, and it's a great way to enjoy your mind. And this is one of 8 questions here. And when you click on these, for example, you'll see there are 8 areas below where you can actually enter notes, different insights and the like. And then you can either use this for yourself, or you can also share the file with another person. So you can have a kind of like a Nanba partner. Now we have, this one's enjoy your mind, but we also have one for enjoy your body, which again has 10 files in the premium content area, and one for enjoy your life. So that's 30 files, and 30 is a really good number to work with in a diary, because there are usually about 30 days in the month. So you can take a few minutes each day to engage with your Nanba diary and make entries to it. You can carry it on your cell phone anywhere. The thing is, most people don't reflect much. They don't take time to sit down and think about sometimes the most obvious and most essential core things in our life. I mean, Socrates said the unexamined life is not worth living. Well, most people don't examine their lives. They don't take time to actually reflect on it. And not that there's a specific right answer. That's why the blanks are left, so that you can fill in and find your own answer. But by being able to converse with your dialogue with yourself, with your mind, with your body, and with your life, your situation in life, can you imagine if you had 30 windows of wisdom that you could refer to, and each of those had 8 different sub questions? Well, that's 64 different insightful engagements that you can have from your life, cycling through once a day, having as many as 8 questions per day. You don't have to do all of them. And then you do it again a month later and you find you have a different perspective. So whereas most people don't do anything like this, with a very small investment of time, you can actually do this. And then when you combine that with Nanba walking and Nanba exercise, you have access to some pretty powerful tools. Now, if you don't do anything like this, tendency is to drift in life. People respond to the latest crisis, or they focus on one thing, just one thing, they get that, and then they realize that everything else around them has fallen apart because they didn't have a balanced view, or they think they're going to do this first and then this and then this and this. Well, life doesn't usually come so cleanly. Things all happen at once. Well, the mandala enables you to see all of them, see the bird's eye view, the big picture, or drill down to one of the squares, which is the insects view of the detail, or you can see how they connect even. So that becomes sort of the fish's sensitivity to changes and trends. So the mandala chart can be used in your career. It can be used in all kinds of things. We have different templates on the platform, but this particular one in the Premium Mandala is specifically designed to help you engage with Nanba on a daily basis. So I hope you'll check out the 3 free premium, 3 files in the premium area on Enjoy Your Mind, Enjoy Your Body, Enjoy Your Life. And if you like it, then you're able to purchase the entire thing as a set of 30, or you can buy just one pillar at a time, a set of 10, see how it goes. And even if you just buy 10, if you make any purchase at all, I will give you from 45 minutes to an hour of coaching. So we'll meet on Zoom and help you get oriented and answer any questions you might have. So that is part of the package. It goes with it. I hope you'll take advantage of it, and I look forward to meeting you and then sharing many new ideas on how this constantly developing Nanba method is going. Okay, so I will see you then online. Thank you very much.